Hi, welcome to Yoga for Everybody class. My name is Andrea and I'm an instructor at Samsara Yoga Center and also with Ample Movement. So for our class today, grab a strap of some sort. This could be a dog leash, a yoga strap, a belt, something like that. A folded blanket and a couple of yoga blocks or some heavy books. So that's what you'll need today to join me on the mat. So the majority of the class will be down on the floor. I will do another chair version of this class another time. So I hope you can join me. So we'll start out by finding a comfortable spot to center. So you could be sitting up on a pillow or a chair. You could also feel free to come down onto your back into kind of like a Shavasana position. So coming onto your back, knees bent. Something like this may be comfortable for you. So pick whichever position you'd like to be in, either seated or lying down. We'll be here for about 5 or so minutes. Make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes or set a soft gaze. Allow yourself to come to your breath. Just notice the air moving in and out at your nostrils. Feel the movement of the breath. And while you are here, begin to notice sounds around you. So begin to notice the sounds that are furthest away, maybe outside of the room you're in or outside of the building, maybe on the streets. Somewhere outside, maybe it's cars, maybe it's something even further in the distance. Bring your awareness there and notice those sounds. Our goal is to be mindful and present in the moment. So as we notice these things around us, we can bring ourselves into the body and into the present moment. Continuing to breathe in and out. And now bring your awareness to things that the sounds are a little closer to you. Maybe they're in the same building or in the same room, but not very close. See if you can focus your attention to those sounds as you breathe in and out. And now bring your awareness to the sounds that are closest, maybe in the room you're in, maybe even your own body. Just be aware of those sounds. Allow those sounds to anchor you in place where you are. And now release that attention and pause and come back to your breath. And see if you can deepen your breath. Breathing deeply all the way to the bottom of the lungs, allowing your breath to move in and out at your belly. Maybe you bring your hands to your belly, allowing you to feel that movement at the belly, breathing into the palms of the hands. So you feel the belly rise as you inhale and you fill the lungs, and you feel the belly fall as you exhale. Just pause for a moment and either having your hands on your body or not, just focus on that sensation of the deep breath into the belly. Smoothing that breath out, deepening and lengthening the inhalations and the exhalations. And then you can release your hands if you'd like. And bring your awareness to the rest of your body. Begin to notice the places where your body is touching something. So maybe you feel your feet touching the mat or the floor. Maybe your back is on the floor. Maybe your seat is on something, a chair or a pillow or a bolster. Feel your hands either on the ground or resting on your body. Notice what your hands are touching right now. As you continue to breathe in and out. Allow yourself to be here in your body, present. Now bring your awareness and attention back to the place at the tips of your nostrils. Just feeling the movement of the air come in and out. Now invite some gentle movement into the body. Wiggling fingers and toes, moving your ankles, wrists, maybe moving your head. If you're lying on your back, you can rock your knees back and forth. Make any movements that would feel good to you, would feel good to your body right now. Rocking your knees, moving your feet. And now, just stretch out your feet one by one, or stretch out your legs one by one. Reaching out. Elongating, reaching through the heel. And then begin to rock the knees back and forth. And allow your head to move in the opposite direction of your knees. And link this movement with your breath. Good. Come back to center and pause. Extend the legs out long. Reach overhead with both arms. Pause. Inhale and exhale, extend out through the toes and out through the fingertips. Hold and breathe. In and out. And then release. Allow your body to rest for a moment. If this is pinchy for your back at all, feel free to bring your legs back up and bend your knees, or even bend one leg. And then we're going to do that one more time. This time reaching out through the heels. Inhale, and as you exhale, extend out through the heels, reach out through the fingertips, breathe and reach. Good. And release, relax. Bend the knees once again. Rock. Good. Take the right ankle and cross it over the left knee. You could stay here if this feels good to you for sensation. If you'd like a little more, you can come up on your toes. If you'd like even more, take a hold behind the left knee or across the top of the right leg. And bring your legs forward, closer to your chest. Elongate through the spine, keep looking straight up, and breathe. Good, one more breath. And release, back down to the floor, uncross, and simply notice for a moment. And then take the left ankle, cross it over the right knee. You can stay here or add sensation by coming up on the toe, or bring the legs in, grabbing a hold of the top of the left knee or behind the right knee, at the top of the left shin. Breathe. Extend out through the top of the head, flattening the back against the floor. Good. Release that down. Uncross. Rock the knees. And then go ahead and grab your strap or leash or belt, whatever it is that you have. And we're going to start with the right foot. So take that strap and loop your foot. So we're going to start with the bottom knee bent. And here, press into that strap. We'll start at like a 45-degree angle. So I'm going to walk my hands down the strap so I can hold towards the end. If your strap's longer than mine, maybe you can have your arms resting on the floor. Start here, pressing your foot into the strap, and then you can walk your hands up a little bit, and as this is comfortable for you, start to draw that foot back towards you, working towards a 90-degree angle with that foot. So here, looking straight up at the ceiling, pressing the hips down towards the floor, pressing the foot up towards the ceiling, elongating through the spine, breathing here. If you would like a little more sensation, take the opposite leg and straighten that, pressing the foot as if you're standing on the floor. So you're flexing that foot, pressing the hip down towards the floor, finding your breath. So your choice, either bent knee or straight. Good. And then switch your straps over to the right hand, and we're going to start to let the leg fall open over towards the right. As far as you want. I can only go so far because I have a wall here, but as far as feels good for you. And I might let my left knee fall out as a kind of a counterweight. Your choice. Breathe into the stretch. Continue to look up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. Good. A good deep stretch is fine. We want to stay away from sharp pain. Only go as far as your body wants to go. And then come back up to center. And I am going to now straighten that other leg. I'm going to switch my hand to the strap to my left hand. And I'm going to start drawing my leg over across my body. And here it's fine if I start coming onto my side. So I'm going to go as far as feels good to me. And breathe here. Again, looking up. I'm going to let my right hand come out to the side to open up and stretch here. All of these stretches are suitable to do seated as well. You might not get as deep of a stretch in this regard going across if you were seated, but you can get a little stretch. Good. And then come back up to center. I'm going to do a little switcheroo in the air. So bringing my other foot up to take a hold of the strap and bending that bottom knee. Starting here, I'm going to have a soft bend in the knee too. We don't want to lock the knee. Pressing my foot into the strap, pulling away. I'm not pulling hard, I'm just kind of making sure I can hold. And then I'm going to start to bring my leg up if that feels good to me. There's nothing wrong with staying at a lower angle. And again, if I wanted more sensation, I can straighten out through the bottom leg. Pausing here and breathing. Looking straight up towards the ceiling. Pressing my bottom foot into the floor if it is bent. Or making sure I'm flexing the foot like I'm standing up if I have my knee straightened. And then I'm going to take my strap into the left hand and allow my foot to fall away and open up into the stretch. So I might let my right knee fall out as well. So I'm breathing here. Only going as far as it feels good to my body. Keep breathing. Good. Coming back up to center, taking that strap again and straightening the bottom leg and starting to stretch over, and maybe I come up on the side here. I can only go as far as the wall, but come down, listening to your body, pressing this hip towards that bottom wall or towards your feet, your right foot I should say. Good. One more breath. Come back up, bend that knee again. Release the strap, set that foot back down, and just do a little bit of movement. Good. All right. Now go ahead and roll over to one side, pausing for a moment. Good. And then looking at the floor, I can press up or in whatever way feels good to you. And then I'm going to turn around so you can see me a little bit better. We're going to come to hands and knees, so table pose. If you need some extra padding under your knees, take a blanket or something and fold that and place it under the knees. Just be aware and listen to your body. So I'm going to come to table pose here, pressing into my hands. My fingertips are spread out wide, pressing to my shoulders. I'm not letting myself sink down into the shoulders, pressing up nice and strong, knees under hips. I can also go a little wider there. So we'll start to bring some gentle cat-cows in. So inhaling, I'm going to drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop the belly. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding, dropping the tailbone, looking down towards the floor. Inhaling, softening the belly, filling up, letting the shoulder blades come together, opening it through the chest. Exhale, round, bringing the belly in towards the spine. And then just moving at your own pace. Inhaling and exhaling. So inhaling as you broaden through the chest, open up through the belly. Exhaling as you round, squeezing all that air out. Continue to make that movement. You can close your eyes if it would feel good. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Let's work our way back to child's pose. So as always, bring your toes together behind you, widen your knees as wide as they'll go. Come down to the mat, either resting your forehead on the mat or stacking your fists to rest here. Your choice, your child's pose. Good, we're going to press back up. And we'll do a version of spinal balance. So start by stepping back with the left foot, pressing out through the left heel, toe is on the ground. So here's a place that you can stay. If you would like, inhale and lift that foot off the ground. Hold. If you want more intensity here, lift your opposite arm like you're shaking someone's hand. Breathe. And release. Good. Pause. Feel. We'll step back with the right foot, pressing out through the heel. Stay here or lift. Pressing pointing the toe towards the ground, keeping the leg parallel with the body. You can stay here or add opposite arm. Extend out through the heel and through the fingertips. Good, and release. Pausing for a moment. And we're going to add a little opening. So take your left foot, step out to the side so your foot is pressed down into the floor. So the whole sole of the foot. And then here, I'm going to step my right hand in just a touch. I'm going to inhale, open up, point my fingers towards the ceiling. Breathe here. Good. And release down. And we'll do the other side. Open up with the right foot. Out to the side. Press into the sole of the foot. Inhale. Reach out with the opposite arm. Or I'm sorry, the same arm as the leg is out. Breathe. Good. Release down. Now we're going to change that up just a little bit in a version of side plank. So I'm going to take my right hand, step it into the center of the mat. I'll do a different angle here too if you'd like. So step it into the center of the mat. I'm going to take my right foot, kick it out to the side, take my left foot, press it into the mat behind me. So the whole foot again. And then I'm going to start to open up, stacking shoulder over shoulder, opening up into a version of side plank. Breathing. Good. And then looking down, releasing all the way down. Good. I'm going to turn around so you can see me, but you're going to just switch to the other side. So I'm going to take my left hand, bring it to the center of the mat. Left foot goes out behind me like a kickstand. Right foot presses out and away. The sole of this foot is pressed into the ground. Open up, stack shoulder over shoulder, opening up, reaching and breathing. Good. Version of side plank. Engaging through the core. Good. All right, so looking down, coming back here. Excellent. Let's go into child's pose. Toes together, knees out wide. Or stack. Good. Coming up. And now we're going to come up to standing. So in whatever way makes sense to you to come up, feel free to hold onto a wall or step up, whatever way makes sense to you. We'll start by doing some warm-ups, standing warm-ups here. Standing warm-ups. All right, let's start with the neck. So start by bringing some slow yeses into your movement, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Good. Now come back to center. Inhale over one shoulder. Exhale over to the other shoulder. Inhale over the other shoulder. Exhale, or whatever way makes sense to you. Good. Then come back to center. Do some slow, just forward neck rolls. And then come back to center, do some slow back neck rolls. Good. And let's do some shoulder rolls. Make those as big or as small as feels good to you. You can bring your hands up to your shoulders. You can go opposites. And go the other direction forward. Good. Take your fingers, lace them together, press them away, bring them over your head. Inhale, move over to the side, engaging through the core muscles, holding yourself up. Good. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale over to the other side. Continue to breathe here. Inhale back up to center. Let it go. Shake them out. Inhale, bring your shoulders up towards your ears. And then on your next exhalation, press them away. Inhale them up. Hold and breathe. On your next exhalation, press them away. One more time. Inhale them up. Hold. On your next exhalation, press away. Good. Shake it out. Bring some movement into the wrists. Both directions. And then come out a little bit wider with your legs. Bring your hands to your waist, and we'll just do some hip circles. So imagine that you're standing in a barrel and you're scraping out whatever is in the barrel with your hips. I know this wouldn't happen in real life, or maybe it would, I don't know. Go the other direction. Good. All right, come back to center, hands out to the side, palms up. Small arm circles. Make them bigger and bigger. Now point your fingertips down and go the opposite direction. So if you are going forward, go back. And start to slow those down, make them smaller. Good. And come back to center. Let's do, come into our Tadasana, right? So with our Tadasana, you want to bring your feet about 2 fist width apart. So you can look down. 2 fist width, or if that's not comfortable, you can go a little wider. And your feet are generally parallel to each other, as long as that's not hurting your body. So all of our feet, our legs, our bones, everything's made a little different. So start here just by standing nice and tall, pressing into both feet. Notice that you can feel the inside edges of your foot pressing into the floor. Notice you can feel the outside edges of the foot. 2 places up near your toes, one closer to the big toe and one near the little toe. And then see if you can notice 2 spots in your heel pressing down into the floor. Imagine you have roots growing out of your feet. Maybe you lift your toes so you can feel those places a little bit easier. And then you release the toes down and gently grip to engage and lift just gently in the middle of the foot. So this is gentle engagement, but stability. So here you shouldn't be falling over if you're leaning forward back. So if you do that, see if you can find that place in the center that you feel nice and stable. And now imagine ripping this mat apart with your feet. So you'll have some engagement in the thighs, in the glutes. So that first sensation if you were trying to rip the mat apart with your feet. And then lift up through the pelvic floor, the mula bandha. Engage the core muscles. So we don't necessarily want to cough, but those muscles, if you were to cough, and you would feel the muscles all the way around the core engage, just slightly tighten to hold you up, to hold you strong. And then the shoulder blades are together in the back, and your shoulders are pulled away from your ears. Your head is squarely on top of your neck, not too far forward or back. And the roof of your mouth is parallel to the floor, and then imagine a string pulling you up towards the ceiling. Feel this engagement in the whole body. Feel the stability and strength in Tadasana or mountain pose. If you'd like, close your eyes for a moment. Good. Go ahead and open your eyes. I'm going to turn to face this way so you can see me. And we're going to start with a half Sun Salutation. So coming into that Tadasana here, we're going to do a forward fold and a half lift. So you can watch me or join with me this first time. So inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, folding at the hips, sending the hips back, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold. I'm going to bring 2 blocks into this to feel a little comfortable. And I'm going to bend the knees, flat back, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. I'm going to do that again. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, fold, come to mat or blocks. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Good. And now we're going to come into a high lunge. So if you are facing a wall or would like to use a wall for support, feel free to do that, placing your hands there. Otherwise, coming into your Tadasana at the top of the mat, bring your hands to your waist. Stand up nice and tall. I'm going to send my left foot straight back behind me as if my feet were on two railroad tracks. My right foot on one and my left foot on another. So I'm going to step back behind me, staying up on my toes. I'm going to stay up nice and tall, and I'm going to bend that front knee. So staying here, finding my balance and breath. So maybe I find a place in front of me I can look at. Maybe if I want to, I could come into cactus arms, or even bring my hands up overhead. And then maybe if I want a little back bend, whoop, finding the breath. Good. Releasing my hands down to the waist, leaning forward a bit, and stepping that foot forward. Good. Shaking it out. All right. We'll do the other side. So this time I'm going to step this way, and hopefully you can see me, so you can see that step. So I'm going to step here. I'm going to step back with my right foot now, up on that toe. So my heel is up, I'm on my toe. I'm going to bend into the front knee, standing up nice and tall. And here, I could stay here. I could have my hands on a wall in front of me. I could have my hands at cactus. If I want to, lean back into a little back bend, extending up through the top of the head, finding breath. Good. And then release the arms back to the waist, lean forward just a bit, and step the feet together. Good. Excellent. And now we're going to do warrior two. So I'm going to come back here so you can see me better. So come to the center of your mat and step your feet out wide. Hands on the waist. We'll start by having the front foot point that direction. So I'm going to turn my foot here. So that front foot is pointing towards the short edge of the mat. This back foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. I'll bend my knee, keeping it in line with the ankle, staying up nice and tall, and then I'll bring my arms out to shoulder height, looking over the front fingers. Finding breath. Another breath here. And then I'm going to slide my left hand down my left leg, come up into reverse warrior. And then come back to warrior two. Take my front right arm, come down onto my forearm to my thigh, come up into side angle. Breathing here. And then coming up, circling my arms back to warrior two, bringing my hands on my waist, straightening the legs, turning the feet to point forward again, and then I'm going to flip that foot to the other side. So turn that left foot forward, bend into that knee, stand up nice and tall through the torso, and then coming into warrior two on this side. Pressing into both feet, looking over the fingertips, the front hand. Breathing nice and strong. Then sending my right hand down the right leg, coming up, and finding breath. Circling back to warrior two. Bending my front arm, coming into side angle. Good. Coming back up. Warrior two one more time. Then bringing the hands to the waist, straightening that front leg, bringing the feet parallel again, and stepping the feet together. Good. We're going to pause in Tadasana here. Close your eyes. And then let's come into a balance pose. So we're going to do tree. So starting with your right foot. So feel free to lean or rest against, I think I'll do that today. We'll rest against the wall just in case. When you're stressed or lots going on, your balance can be affected, but we just want to practice. So find a place in front of you. Start by looking kind of down a few feet in front of you at your drishti point, a point of something that's not moving. Pressing into your right foot. I'm going to bring my hands to my waist. My right foot's going to be the grounded foot. Then I'm going to lift up my heel. And then I'm going to find a place on my standing ankle to rest my heel, turning my knee out to the side. So here might be my tree today. Maybe if you'd like, you can lift that foot up, press into the calf, just not into the knee. So your choice. And then find the place that you'd like your hands, maybe at heart center, cactus, overhead, behind you, whatever feels good today. And breathe. Find that point to look at. One more deep breath. Bring your hands back to your waist. Bring your knee forward and then set your foot down. And roll out the standing ankle. Good. We'll do the other side. So ground into the left foot. Find your breath. Come up on the toe of the right foot. Send the knee out to the side. Press that heel into the ankle or press that foot into the calf. Your choice. Find a place to look at and then pick your arm position. What would feel good to you today? And find your breath again. Deep, full breath all the way into the belly. Focusing on your breath when you're working on your balance is a good place to find stability. One more breath. Slowly bring your hands down. Turn your knee forward and set your foot down. Good. Roll it out. Let's come and bring your legs out nice and wide. Toes are pointed out this time. We're going to come from a 5-pointed star into goddess pose. So bringing your arms out to the side. You can come up, you can go out, whichever position feels good for you. Inhale here. As you exhale, come down into goddess. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. One more time. Exhale. Inhale out. Good. Hands come back. Now turn your feet in. And we're going to come to a wide-legged forward fold. So your feet come in, maybe your heels even go out a little bit, and step as wide as you can, or wide as is comfortable for you. And here, you want to pick the height that you want to go down to. So maybe you have a chair in front of you and you can come down to the chair. Maybe you set books or blocks in front of you. Try it out. You want to feel comfortable so you can stay in this pose for a few breaths, a few moments. So starting here, hands are at your waist. You're going to bend your knees just a touch and lead with your chest. So continue to look forward as you start to bend at the hips. And then once you're here, release your hands to find a chair or blocks or books and pick the height that you want them to be at. So maybe you're here, maybe you want to come all the way to the floor. Your choice, your practice, your body. We're just gonna rest here for a few moments, a few breaths. So once you're here, let your head rest and hang. As you continue to rest here, you may feel like you can go a little deeper. You can allow your head to hang. Maybe turn your head a little bit. You can stay here central, or you can start to walk your hands over toward your left leg, pausing. And then coming back to center. Walking your hands over to the right side. And then walking your hands back to center. Breathing. 2 more deep breaths here. When you're ready to come up, bring your hands to your waist, bend your knees, look up, and come up with a nice flat back, all the way up. And then step your feet together. Good. Shake it out. Good. Now we're going to come down to seated, but maybe grab a blanket to sit on. Till just a slight bit of lift for the hips. So I'm gonna grab this blanket, just fold it here, and then I'm just gonna sit on the front edge of the blanket. And here, I'm gonna sit cross-legged. Sit in any way that feels comfortable for you. So sit up nice and tall. That lift from the blanket or pillow may help you sit up a little bit taller. It just turns the pelvis just a little bit to help elongate the spine and get that angle that might feel a little more comfortable. So sit up nice and tall. And we're gonna just twist from here. So inhale, and as you exhale, start to bring your left hand around towards the left, behind you. Inhale, exhale, start to turn your whole body, your head, looking towards the left. Inhale again and exhale, twist just a little bit further, maybe looking over the shoulder. You can pick which position you want, your front arm on your right leg or your left leg. Your choice, whatever feels good for you. Sit up nice and tall, inhale, exhale, twist. Keep breathing. One more breath. coil the rest of your body. And if you want to, you can switch which leg is on top. Might feel a little weird to you. Sitting up nice and tall again. Inhale, and as you exhale, start to twist your body. Bring your right arm behind you. Inhale, exhale, twist. Start to bring your head around. Inhale, exhale, twist a little further. And pick where you'd like that front arm to be. Breathe. In, out. One more deep breath. Begin to turn back around, leading with your head, coming all the way forward. Good. And now we'll come into butterfly pose. And bring your feet together. They can be out further away from you, or they can be in closer. Find a place on your legs that you'd like to have your hands to be. Sit up nice and tall. You could stay here if that would feel good. If you would like to start to lean forward, leading with the chest, that is an option as well. So you can close your eyes at any point. If you've leaned forward a bit, feel free to lower your head. One more breath. And if you've been forward, start to walk yourself back, sitting up, your legs out in front, shake your legs out. Good. Now we'll come to final relaxation, Shavasana. So pick a comfortable position. Maybe you want to be sitting in a chair. Maybe it would feel good to have a pillow under your head, and then, or a folded blanket, and then a bolster or something underneath your knees. Find that position which feels best to you. Knees are over a pillow, arms are out as wide as you want to. Take up space. Maybe you roll the blanket under your neck. Close your eyes and come to your normal, natural breath. As you lay here, just notice the breathing. Notice the feeling of the breath at the nostrils. Maybe naturally your breath wants to deepen. Scan your body. From the toes, up through your legs, to your hips, your torso, shoulders and arms. Feel all the places that your body is touching, either a prop or the floor. Acknowledge those places. Really feel your body touching these surfaces. be present and mindful in this moment. You are here in your body, in this place. Continue to breathe. Release any tension. Allow the shoulders to fall down. Bring your awareness to the crown of your head. Notice if you feel any breeze or sensation there. Draw your awareness down to your forehead. Release tension from your forehead. Rest the eyes. Pause and notice the space between the eyebrows. Bring your awareness down to your cheeks, wiping expression from your face. Pausing once again at your nostrils, feeling the breath come in and out. The air is cool as it comes in, and it's warmed as it comes out. Unclench your jaw. Bring your awareness to your collarbone and throat. Bring your awareness to your shoulder joints, down both arms, to your wrists, palms, and fingertips. Drawing the awareness back up through the arms, to the shoulders, and then to the heart center. Each breath, each inhalation, draw in nourishment, and with each exhalation, cleanse and release. Bring your awareness once again to your belly, feeling the breath come in and out. Draw the awareness down through your hips and pelvis, down through your legs, to your ankles and feet. Notice the breath at each toe tip. Draw your awareness up through your legs, up through your hips and to your back, to your lower back, middle back, and then upper back. Noticing the back of your head, and then finally returning to the crown of your head. And from here, breathing as if the whole body breathes. Noticing each cell take a breath in and releases it. Take a few more breaths here, pausing in this quiet moment that is yours. Ready, bending the knees, rolling over to one side, resting your head for a moment. And then pressing up carefully and slowly. Coming to find a comfortable seat. Bring your arms out wide. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring them in. Give yourself a much needed hug. Rest your head and your arms. Thank yourself for doing this class, for doing this practice, for meeting your body where it's at. Open up one more time. Give yourself another hug. You are enough. You are exactly where you need to be. Release your hands to heart center. You are here. You are enough. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your practice today, this evening, this morning. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again. Hi, Henry,